up, y'all? Toya here, and I am back with another video for y'all. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys either like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Alright, y'all. Today, we are here to talk about this app that might low-key be trying to go ahead and up their game. So I actually talked about this app a few times in the past. I have done a few orders, but I've always thought of it as a filler. So they secretly came out with an update last year that flew under the radar, and I kind of want to go ahead and talk about that update and see what this might mean for the future of this app. So the app that we are going to be discussing is Skipcart. So if you are unfamiliar with the Skipcart app, let me go ahead and give you guys a little refresher so you have an idea of what types of deliveries you do on this app. So Skipcart is a delivery gig app that is owned by 7-Eleven. They are more so known for their on-demand deliveries. So I've done deliveries from 7-Eleven itself, Menards, AutoZone, and a couple of different restaurants. And I actually did a catering order, and it was, I think, a $70 payout. So at the time, it was one of my highest payouts that I've actually ever gotten in catering, at least until I finally got my status up on Expedite. So they have a variety of orders, but the problem was that they weren't consistent at all. The order availability was pretty scarce, and unfortunately, the zones where they had you go and pick up these deliveries were also pretty limited. So you had to be closer to the city. For me, I'm a little bit further out, so if I wanted to go ahead and use Skipcart, I either had to go a little bit closer, or I just happened to be in the area where my mom is because she's a little bit closer to the city. So it didn't really work out for me, and I kind of stopped looking for Skipcart. That is until recently. So I was going through my folder where I have all my delivery gig apps. Every now and then I go and check to see what I still have, what I'm still activated on, because sometimes you do get deactivated for not taking orders. And I was like, oh, look, I still got Skipcart. Let me go ahead and see what they looking like. So I opened them up and I'm like, okay, they kind of upgraded the little interface a little bit. Things looking a little cleaner. Okay. And then I saw that they introduced something called future orders. And again, this came out last year, but because I wasn't really looking for Skipcart, I didn't even know. So now we're gonna go ahead and talk about what these future orders are. What is a future order? In the Skipcart app, a future order is a vital tool for drivers. It lets them plan ahead and secure catering orders for the next day. This means drivers can see the orders in advance, which helps them prepare and organize their schedules efficiently. These orders work on a first-come, first-served basis, ensuring a fair system for drivers to confirm their availability. This transparency and control not only make things convenient for drivers, but also improve the efficiency of the catering delivery process. So in short, future orders are for catering deliveries. So just like how you have on your other apps, so Expedite, Deliver That, Zifty, a lot of these orders are going to be sent to you in advance. So you have the opportunity to go ahead and secure those. And yeah, so remember, like I mentioned before, when I was doing Skipcart, everything was on demand. So we didn't have the ability to go ahead and get anything sent to us a day prior, or let alone 2-3 hours in advance. Everything was right then and there. Once you got it, you fulfill it. Then they go into some additional detail about accepting future orders. Drivers may receive notifications from Skipcart, which will allow them to confirm a future order. A future order is an order that is expected to be picked up and delivered within the next 45 minutes to 24 hours. Once the driver receives the notification, they will have 5 minutes to confirm that they want to do that specific future order delivery. The confirm button has a timer which displays how much time is left to make a decision. So they go ahead and have the screenshots, as you can see, of what that would look like on your app. Once the order is secured, drivers are able to view accepted future orders in the app. A confirmation notification will be sent 1 hour before the start of the delivery window, during which the driver will have 5 minutes to confirm that they are still available to complete this order. Failure to do so will remove the order from the app and be available for another Skipcart driver to schedule. And then last but not least, we have removing a future order. We understand that unexpected events can occur, making it impossible to fulfill a future order. To remove the order from the Skipcart app, just go to the order details and scroll to the bottom of the page. Removing a future order will not have any adverse effects on your driver account. At the final step, drivers will be able to provide information about why they no longer want to complete the future order and confirm their decision to remove the order. So I'm assuming that even though they didn't state it, you probably want to do this within a reasonable time frame, because if you cancel a catering order too late on other apps, you do go ahead and get penalized for that. So it's looking exactly like how you would see on our other catering apps. So, like I said, Skipcart trying to go ahead and step up their game. So I actually went and reached out to support, and I wanted to go ahead and get a little bit more information because I didn't see anything on my profile indicating like, hey, you can do future orders. So that is one thing that I am still kind of on the fence when it comes to Skipcart. I would say between maybe the communication, because maybe they did send out something about this and I just completely ignored it because I never was really looking to do Skipcart like that. But I didn't see anything on my account indicating like, hey, you have status to do catering. There's no like tier system per se. The only thing that I did notice, which I actually just noticed this now because like I said, I just started going to do everything. They have this screen here, and I'm gonna take a screenshot so you guys can see, where you go ahead and verify your equipment here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures of my bags, and I'm gonna go ahead and update those because that's a catering requirement, of course. So I'm gonna do, it looks like delivery cart is coming soon, so I can't do that yet. So I'm gonna do insulated bag, and I'm gonna do delivery cart. Now, the other thing, like I was saying, is that when I reached out to support, they didn't give me like enough information that I really wanted. Like, we just read the FAQ about what are future orders, right? But they didn't give me the details as far as like, okay, how do I qualify? Is it, like I said, a thing of your status, a tier? Do you have to be online all the time in order to get orders? Or, how do we go about doing this? They didn't really answer those questions. So once I go ahead and get verified, we're going to go ahead and see if I start getting orders or do I have to toggle myself online. The problem is, if I'm online, I'm also going to be getting sent on-demand deliveries. I don't want to do on-demand deliveries. So that's why I kind of wanted to get a little bit of clarification on, am I going to have to remain online all the time? So we'll see. But when I had reached out to support, they sent me this text message, and pretty much it was like, hey, this is a new module. You have to go ahead and complete this in order to be eligible to do catering. So I went through this, and it's pretty simple. I mean, if you've done catering delivery, you know what you're supposed to be doing. Everything you're supposed to do at pickup, everything you're supposed to do at the drop off. The only thing that would be different is obviously how you go and navigate the app itself. But everything's pretty self-explanatory for the most part. So if you already have experience with catering, you're going to fly through this with ease. No issue. What does this mean? What does this mean? So I just did the video where I was talking about deliver that, and we don't have confirmation on if they lost their Easy Cater contract or not. But this could open up the opportunity for people to do catering orders elsewhere. I don't know how saturated Skipcart is. If anyone has tried to sign up, did you have to wait? Because I've been signed up for Skipcart for two and a half years. So I've been on here for a bit already. So if you are unable to get on Expedite, Deliver That, Zifty, maybe try Skipcart. It's obviously not going to be Expedite. It's not going to be Deliver That. It's not going to be Zifty, but it is an alternative. There are other apps out there that do have catering as well, like Metro B, Red Wagon. We did a delivery on them, and not the best, I'm not gonna lie, but there are other options out there. I would say give Skipcart a try. Clearly, you're not gonna go ahead and get deactivated for inactivity, because I kid you not, I've probably done a total of maybe 6 or 7 deliveries in the time that I have been on this app, and I'm still able to go on here and log in as I please. But yeah, go ahead and give them a try and see what they're trying to do, because hey, you never know. I don't want to say that Skipcart is going to be the next big thing when it comes to catering. catering, but it seems like they are starting to take things a bit more seriously with their platform. Definitely gonna be on the lookout to try to snag a catering order on here, just to go ahead and see how things have changed since I did my first catering order on Skipcart, and that was what, 2 years ago. So yeah, we're gonna see though, we're gonna see. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys that information. I know Skipcart probably isn't an app that is talked about a lot. Again, I still consider it to be a filler, but with them putting more focus on catering, you know, I might have to start paying more attention to them and go from there. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got for this. So I would love to know your thoughts and what do you guys think about catering on the Skipcart app? And if you've actually already done catering on the Skipcart app recently, let me know how that's been for you. So just let us know in the comments. Now, before I go, I have to remind you guys to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. And as always, stay safe out there and keep grinding.